Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, R.A.A.Q just filed an 8K reporting other events, and I am seeing a personnel announcement that could signal a shift. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The big news here is an update related to their ongoing business combination, and it centers around new leadership roles. Alright, Real Asset Acquisition Corp, or R.A.A.Q as it is known, has filed a current report on Form 8K. This is a filing used to announce major events that shareholders should know about. The date of the earliest event reported is the 19th of June 2026. So, what exactly happened on this date? Well, it involves their planned business combination with a company called IQM Quantum Computers, OI, or IQM for short. This is a significant deal where IQM is set to become a publicly traded company. RAAQ itself is structured with units, each unit containing one Class A ordinary share and half of a redeemable warrant. They also have Class A ordinary shares and redeemable warrants trading separately under the tickers RAAQ and R.A.A.Q respectively, all listed on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. Scroll Real Asset Acquisition Corp. Brewery exact name of Registrant as specified in its charter. Scroll the company Real Asset Acquisition Corp. Is registered in the Cayman Islands, and as of this filing is an emerging growth company. This means they can use some relaxed reporting rules for a period. They've elected not to use the extended transition period for new or revised financial accounting standards, which suggests they're aiming for more immediate compliance. The core of this filing falls under Other Events. It is about an announcement made by IQM on the 19th of June 2026. This announcement concerns some important changes within IQM's leadership team. Specifically, IQM announced the appointment of Dr. Craig Ciesla as its new Chief Technology Officer. Alongside this, Dr. Inés Vega is transitioning from her current role to become the Chief Scientist. These are significant roles in a technology-focused company like IQM. The Chief Technology Officer is typically responsible for a company's technology strategy and research and development, while a Chief Scientist often focuses on cutting-edge research and innovation. This type of leadership shift can signal a company's focus on deepening its technological capabilities or a change in strategic direction. Remember, this announcement comes in the context of the larger business combination agreement signed back in February 2026 between R.A.A.Q and IQM. The goal is to take IQM public, so these leadership changes at IQM are happening as they prepare for this major transition. It suggests IQM is bolstering its technical leadership ahead of becoming a public entity, which often involves increasing scrutiny and the need for robust innovation. The filing also provides a standard disclaimer about additional information. It mentions that a registration statement was declared effective by the SEC on the 5th of June 2026, and that R.A.A.Q has mailed its definitive proxy statement to a prospectus to shareholders for a meeting to vote on this transaction. They are directing people to the SEC's website for more details. There is also a section on participants in the solicitation, which is standard language for these types of filings. It details who might be considered participants in asking for shareholder proxies regarding the transaction and where to find that information. Now, like most filings, this one includes a lengthy section on forward-looking statements. This is where the company talks about their expectations, plans, and projections for the future. They use words like estimate, plan, project, and expect to describe their outlook. These statements are inherently uncertain because they are based on assumptions about future events that may or may not happen. The filing lists numerous potential forward-looking statements covering everything from market opportunity and customer adoption to development costs, commercialization timelines, and the expected benefits of the business combination. They also touch upon IQM's ability to attract customers, manage its finances, protect intellectual property, and the potential for future investments. The successful consummation of the business combination itself is also a key forward-looking statement. And here is the crucial part about the risks. The company acknowledges that actual results could be very different from what they are projecting. They highlight IQM as pursuing an emerging technology with significant technical challenges. They mention IQM's historical net losses and limited operating history. There is also a focus on the potential need for additional financing, revenue concentration from government contracts, and dependence on key personnel. Intellectual property protection, data privacy, and cybersecurity risks are also on the list, along with regulatory uncertainties and the broader macroeconomic environment. This sentence is key. If these risks become reality, or if their assumptions about the future are wrong, the actual outcomes for the combined company could be significantly different from what is being presented. They also note that actual events and circumstances are difficult to predict and will differ from assumptions. It is important to remember that these are management's best guesses as of the filing date. Things change, and they don't commit to updating these statements unless legally required. The filing also includes a standard no offer or solicitation disclaimer. This is a legal statement clarifying that the report isn't an offer to sell securities and isn't soliciting purchase offers. They emphasize that any offer would be made through a prospectus that meets the requirements of the Securities Act of 1933. Finally, under item 9.01, they list the exhibits filed with the report. The most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release dated the 19th of June 2026 announcing the leadership changes at IQM. There is also the cover page interactive data file. The report is signed by Peter Ort, who holds the title of Principal Executive Officer and Co-Chairman for Real Asset Acquisition Corp. The date of the signature is the 22nd of June 2026, which is a few days after the events reported. So, what is the story here? We have a SPAC, R.A.A.Q, going through a business combination with IQM Quantum Computers. The latest filing is essentially an update confirming an announcement from IQM about new leadership. Dr. Craig Ciesla is taking over as CTO, and Dr. Inés Vega is moving to Chief Scientist, in the context of a company like IQM, which is in the very early and high. Risk field of quantum computing leadership in technology is paramount. Appointing a new CTO and redefining a chief scientist role suggests a strategic focus on advancing their core technology and potentially accelerating their product development pipeline as they prepare to go public. This isn't a financial filing in the sense of revealing revenue, profits, or losses. We don't have new balance sheets or income statements here. Instead, it is a signal about the operational and strategic direction of IQM as it gets ready for its debut as a public company. For investors in R.A.A.Q, these kinds of leadership moves are important to watch. They can indicate progress or indicate potential shifts in strategy that could impact the long-term success of the combined entity. The risk factors mentioned are quite extensive, as you'd expect for an emerging technology company. The fact that they are already highlighting technical challenges and historical losses reinforces the speculative nature of investing in quantum computing at this stage. The transition to a public company also brings increased transparency and scrutiny, and having strong technical leadership in place is crucial for navigating that environment and for convincing investors about the company's future potential. What I am actually looking for is how this new technical leadership impacts IQM's ability to execute its roadmap and achieve commercial viability in the quantum computing space. Stay decoded. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. Like, comment, subscribe, and join our Discord for more discussions.